Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can have a seat. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Gary Pruitt.
Okay, that's okay. And Mr. Pruitt, how are you employed?
I'm employed with Allied Universal Security Services, and I'm assigned to Lockheed Martin in physical security.
Okay, and prior to that role, how were you employed?
I was employed with the City of Somerville Police Department. Prior to that, I was employed with the City of Canton Police Department, and my first department that I worked for was, again, the City of Somerville.
Okay, how long have you been in law enforcement?
I was in law enforcement on and off from November of 2017 until June of 2023.
Okay, and for what period of time were you employed with the City of Canton?
I was employed with the City of Canton from February of 2019 until March of 2021.
Okay, and so I want to draw your attention to December 8th of 2020. What was your role with the department at that time?
On December 8th, 2020, I was assigned to the Uniform Patrol Division, and I was doing things such as enforcing municipal and state laws and ensuring the safety of the public in the City of Canton.
Okay, and on patrol, in that role you were in at that time, how would you receive calls to respond?
I would receive calls from the Cherokee County Communications Dispatch Center over my police car radio.
Okay, and I want to talk to you specifically about a call that came through to respond to 215 Mountain Vista Boulevard. Do you recall that?
I do.
All right, where were you at when you received that call?
I was in my patrol vehicle parked in the back of a cemetery that was located off Scott Mill Road in Canton near Marietta Road.
Okay, and do you recall what time you got that call?
Approximately 2:27 p.m.
2:27 p.m.? Okay. And what was the information that you had when you were responding?
Well, the call came out, it was that a mother had killed her baby with a knife.
Okay. And when that's being transmitted, is it being transmitted to you over radio or?
It was over the radio in my patrol vehicle.
All right. And at that time when you got the call, did you have any appreciation for who was going to arrive at that residence first, or were there other responders involved?
I was the initial dispatched officer. Sergeant Jose Soto also responded to the scene. It could have been whatever officer decided to respond as well, but due to the priority of the call, as many officers that were available would have decided to respond. Sergeant Soto and I arrived on the scene at pretty much the exact same time.
Okay. And how far was that 215 Mountain Vista Boulevard from where you were at?
From the cemetery, I would estimate it was anywhere from about 1.5 miles to 2.5 miles.
Okay. And what do you recall about the timing of your arrival compared to other officers?
I would say very much the same. Sergeant Soto and I were in different parts of the city, and we were both running with our emergency lights and sirens going, and we arrived there pretty much simultaneously, but Sergeant Soto ended up getting inside the residence before I did, but it was only a difference of maybe 35 seconds.
Okay. And were both yourself and Sergeant Soto equipped with body-worn cameras?
Yes,
Okay. Was that part of your agency's policy?
it was.
Okay. Is that something that you have to turn them on, or do they automatically come on?
You have to physically press the button to record with the body cameras as well as stopping the recording.
Okay. And so tell me about your response when you got there. What did you do and how did you proceed?
Well, when I arrived on scene, I had not initially realized that Sergeant Soto had already entered the residence. I parked my vehicle in front of the house, and I went up the driveway and spoke with a Caucasian elderly male that was later identified to me as, I believe, Gerald Martin, and he was the homeowner.
Okay.
And at the time, I didn't realize that my sergeant had already entered the residence, so I told him to stay outside where my sergeant could see him, and I asked him, where the woman was at, referring to Miss Driver, and he informed me that she was upstairs, and that the people at the house were friends of his, and that she and the baby were upstairs, and shortly after that point, I entered the residence.
Okay. And did you proceed directly upstairs?
Yes, to the best of my recollection, I started out in the downstairs living room. There was a female that was later identified to me as Jessica Caffigan, I believe. She was standing in the living room.
I'm just going to object. He's reading from this report.
Okay. You can reference your report if you need to refresh your recollection, but you can't read from it, so,
Sustain the objection.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If you need to look at it to refresh your memory, that's completely fine, just let us know.
Sure.
So, you said you initially encountered the homeowner, Gerald, where was he located?
He was outside the residence in the driveway.
Okay, and then, you said you went into the living room and observed someone later identified you as Jessica Kaffigan?
Yes, she was standing in the living room, and I believe she was on the phone.
She was on the phone. Do you know who she was on the phone with?
No.
Okay. And what other people did you encounter at that house?
After seeing Jessica, I proceeded up a staircase that led to the second floor, and there was another female, I believe her name was Sarah Stiles, and after I saw her, I told her to go downstairs. I didn't believe that she was the suspect. She didn't have, to my recollection, she didn't have any blood or anything on her. I told her to go downstairs, and that's when I began to proceed toward where the bedroom where the incident had taken place was at.
Okay. And who was located in the bedroom when you got in there?
Sergeant Soto was in there. He had probably only been in there maybe half a minute at most prior to me getting into the bedroom. It was a man named Jason Spillers who was kind of kneeling over Chloe Driver, who was laying on her back on the floor next to the bed. It was Ben Michael. He was standing over the mattress and had his hands near the neck area of Hannah Driver, an infant who was bleeding profusely and covered in blood, as well as the mattress. So it would have been myself, Sergeant Soto, Jason Spillers, Benjamin, Hannah Driver, and Chloe Driver. So 6 people total at that point.
Okay. And did you have an opportunity to review yours and Sergeant Soto's body cam video from that day?
Oh, yes,
Okay, and do those truly and accurately reflect the scene as you recall it?
they do.
Your Honor, at this time, I would tender states 3 and 4. No objection.
Admitted.
Your Honor, at this time, I would like to publish the first 7.5 minutes of State's Exhibit 3. Your Honor, I'm pausing at 34 seconds. I just want to make the record clear. I'm publishing Sergeant Soto's body cam video, which is State's Exhibit 3. Resuming at 34 seconds.
She's upstairs? Where you at? Is it her?
No.
Alright, where's the weapon?
Coming up, I have a gun. Please help her, please.
I got you, we're gonna help her, but is she armed?
No, the knife is on the floor beside them.
It's okay.
Further enough away. He's holding the baby.
Alright, where's she at?
She's right here.
Okay, who stabbed her?
She stabbed the baby while the door is locked. She's in the the house. I think the suspect. She's
Right there.
She's like,
Go ahead, here you go.
Too. Please, I don't think you should move without doing the keys. Break your neck.
I got you.
Okay, I think
Sergeant Charity. Go ahead and send me in, man.
It's just put a knock on this.
Did she stab herself?
She's like, move my hand.
Okay.
Don't move your hand. Don't move your hand.
Just keep pressure on her, okay? I need gloves. You got gloves?
EMS code.
13 Cherokee.
God dang it. EMS code. Who else is in there?
Hey, get a towel.
What?
Hey,
Please come. I mean, you can. It's okay.
hey, tell somebody to give me a towel.
You want to stay like this, stupid.
Third to Cherokee. 5-10-23. Where's the baby hurt at? Where's he hurt at?
She got a little poke in her neck.
Okay.
Little poke in her neck.
Little poke on her neck? Okay.
Don't move her, don't
Hold on.
move her.
Hold on. This is the suspect, brother. Go ahead.
Which one?
She's the suspect. Well, she slit her throat. Yeah. Just come on.
Come on upstairs, come on. I'm gonna stay near my building, I'll stay.
Yeah.
Yo, get them out here, get their information. I have to get pressure on this woman. She's a slit around the
I
throat.
got, well, we got,
Keep pressure on.
we got, man. I got a towel. Just give me a towel.
54 Cherokee, keep it going for me.
Pruitt, just get there 39, bro. Just get there 39. Come on. Take him. Yo. Come on. Go downstairs. Come on. You got it.
Now you mess quick now. Come on, quick.
Just relax, man. They got
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
She's up.
Hey.
She's got it. He's got it. Relax.
Come on, buddy.
Relax.
Hey.
We got it. They're here. Just
Come on. Come on. Come on.
she stabbed herself in the neck.
Okay, hold pressure.
Yeah.
Where's the cut on it? Where's the cut on it?
Calm down.
Hold that again.
Yeah. Where's the mother? She's right here.
Where's that?
Two squads.
Where is he? Yes.
He's not gonna hold the gun. Can't tell me.
Here you go.
Pick him up. Sir, back up out the door now.
Get out of the way.
Get out the door now.
Get out of the way.
Get out the door. Get out the door.
Hey. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, her neck area. I don't know exactly where. I'm just trying to.
She's breathing.
Yeah.
They can take the baby, roll it on, put him in where they
I already called Hamilton. Hey. Yo, I already called Hamilton. Yokoski, Hamilton already knows they're out. Hamilton already knows they're out. That's the first thing I did, call them.
Hey, how you doing?
That's the knife right there.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Okay.
Hey, listen, we're just gonna hold you. Are you breathing okay? Yes, I'll be breathing fine, okay? Yeah, we're just. I haven't seen it yet.
Anything else anywhere?
Hey, listen, let's get an IV going. Let's get an IV started. What's this, Mountain Vista?
Yeah, 215 Mountain Vista.
Mountain Vista, Command Cherokee. What's your last direction on her?
I haven't even seen her, man. I'm just trying to hold her and see in the baby.
Let me see your hand, dude. Shit, man. Mountain Vista, Command Cherokee.
How old is she? Where's she coming from?
I'm not sure. She looks young, 20 something.
You need to do that the last round.
I dropped it on the floor. Yeah, that's the knife, so just keep it. Just stay there for a second with the knife.
Yeah.
And I'm stopping the video at 7 minutes and 34 seconds. And then I'm going to publish the first 8 minutes and 40 seconds of Officer Pruitt's body cam, which is State's Exhibit number 4.
Cherokee, is the caller the one that 51, the child? Times 2. Oh, fuck. 10-4. Give me 78 for the suspect.
Wait upstairs with the baby at 2:15 and now go to Boulevard.
I'll get my sirens off. 10-12.
Mother's name is Colby Driver. It's going to be light, brown hair, blue eyes, white Hogwarts sweatshirt, purple pants. She's upstairs with the baby. Pick her just before the initial caller, call number 1.
10-4, show me myself in 313, 1023.
1431. Station's going to be 10-3, 10-33, reference signal 51, 215 Mountain Boulevard, and 1431.
Is it something who helped here?
Just stepped by and picked up some stuff. And they brought the baby and the women. And they're upstairs. And that's where I have my head.
Okay, stay up here where my sergeant can see it. Who else? How many people's in here? How many people are in here?
4.
Who are they to you? Who all's in here?
Just residents.
Do you live here?
I live here.
Police department! Police department! Go downstairs. Go downstairs.
Okay, who's done? She stopped the baby while the door was locked. She's alone in the house.
Where's the suspect?
She's right there. She snapped. She slid in the road from too. Please, I don't think you should move her without the EMTs. I got you.
Sorry for Gary.
Go ahead. She's not going to do it.
Did she stab herself?
She slid in.
Where's the?
Don't move my hand.
Don't move your hand.
Don't move your hand.
Don't move your hand.
Keep pressure on her, okay? I need blood. You have gloves?
EMS code 1.
Sergeant Cherry.
Oh, dang it. EMS code 1. Who else is in this house?
Get a towel.
Oh, come on, man. Give me a towel. Somebody give me a towel. Police department. Just give me as many as you can. Hurry. Hurry. Here.
This is the sergeant. Which one? She's in her room. Yeah.
Go downstairs, sir. Go downstairs.
I'm gonna stay in my baby.
Okay. Your child.
Get them out here, get their information.
Come on. We gotta do this. Go over here.
I wanna see my baby.
Okay, that's fine. Just stay right here for now.
This door down, get to her.
I said just stay out the door, the hallway for me. We gotta get
I
information.
just wanna see my
Get
baby.
back.
Like, give me information after. I just wanna see her. I just wanna be with her in case she doesn't. She's a girl,
What's her name?
Hannah Nicole Driver. And Michael. I just wanna see you.
What's her birthday? Just step a little bit this way, please. Please, just, I need you to clear the hallway. We're having a mess coming. Stay out here. You got to.
I just wanna see her.
What's Hannah's birthday?
10/25. 19.
What's the mother's name? Is that the mother?
Chloe Alexis Driver.
CHOLE?
Yes, some typical Chloe stuff.
What's Chloe's birthday?
5/18/29. 2000. 5/19/2000.
Chloe's?
Yes, 5/19/2000.
Get out of the way, watch.
Move. 5,
18, 19,
2000.
5/19 of 2000.
5/18/2000.
What's your name, sir?
My name?
Yes.
Just take my license. I can't do this. I'm watching my baby potentially dinosaurs. You're gonna spend your life in this house.
Sir, back up out the door now. Get out the door, get out.
Let's go downstairs, please. Can I just
Go, get out the door, get out the door. Back up, over there. Come on. Stay in here. Just trying to hold it together for me, buddy. We're gonna do everything in our ability to help y'all, okay? It's okay, I understand. Just try to breathe, keep slowly breathing, okay?
Officer Pruitt, at the end of that last body cam, your body cam that we watched, there was a individual that sort of sat down against the wall and you were talking to him. Who was that?
That was Jason Spillers.
Okay. And what did you observe about his physical demeanor when you were there interacting with him?
Once Jason went to the bedroom that was across the hallway from where the infant had been stabbed, he went toward the wall, and I began talking to him and observed that he appeared to be frightened, in a state of shock. He had a very shocked look on his face, and shortly after that point, he fell onto his bottom, onto the floor, and he started crying shortly thereafter, at which point I began to gather information from him about, what his role was in the incident and, what had happened. So I began to conduct an interview with him.
Okay. And did you interact with anybody else on scene? Any other of the parties that were at the house when you got there?
I don't recall.
Okay. And after that, sort of the portion of the body cam where you and Sergeant Soto and the EMTs were dealing with the immediate urgent needs, what happened after the baby and Miss Driver were taken by EMTs? What was your role at that point?
Once Chloe and Hannah were transported from the scene by EMS, I took more of a administrative role in keeping a crime scene log and, timing in when people got there, whether it was investigators, other officers, what time they arrived at the scene, what time they left, and I also stood by with detectives and eventually left. I believe I was at the residence for just a little over 4 hours.
Okay. What does it mean to keep a crime scene log?
It's a form that you keep in your patrol vehicle. Once something of a high priority happens, you take this log and you fill out like things like the address, and then you have an area where you can put the times people arrive on a scene and the times they leave, as well as their name and what title they have in law enforcement. And it's just a records keeping form to see, like to tell when somebody got somewhere versus when they left.
Okay. You said you were there about approximately 4 hours. Did you learn while you were on scene that Hannah had died?
I believe so, but I don't recall specifically if I did hear that while I was there.
Okay. And in keeping your crime scene log, are you aware at any point whether search warrants were obtained or there were any plans to process the crime scene by anyone?
The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, along with the Canton's Criminal Investigations Division, did conduct a search of the residence. I wasn't involved in the warrant filing process, but I would imagine they did obtain a warrant to search the property.
Okay. And if you're not the right witness to ask about this, you just tell me, but what is the reason for the Sheriff's Office getting involved with processing the scene for Canton Police Department?
Potentially better resources, more personnel, maybe more specialized training to conduct a more thorough and in-depth investigation into the crime scene.
Was it common for Canton Police Department to partner with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office to process crime scenes?
Yes.
Okay. And were you aware or involved in the transporting of any of the remaining parties at the house to Canton Police Department to be interviewed?
No.
Okay. 1 moment, Your Honor. I have no further questions.
All right, cross-examination.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
My name is Angela Trethway. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
Just want to ask you one question about your report after watching that body cam video. One of the things you noted in your report, do you recall any observation of Miss Driver in relative to a body position with respect to Hannah, the location of the two individuals?
I recall Chloe being supine or laying on her back on the floor, parallel with the mattress, and I recall Hannah laying on her back on the mattress horizontally, and Chloe's right hand being in the left hand of the infant.
So their hands were together?
Touching, yes.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Any redirect?
Nope, nothing further.
Any reason to keep the witness?
No, Your Honor.
No, thank you.
You can be excused. Call your next witness, please.
Adam Yurkowski.